double line.
The amount of directing that's happening just with the choreography and formation is actually blowing my mind, and I'm so glad that you're here to explain this to all of us. Hi, I'm Jordan. I've edited for artists like these guys, and this is Clay.
I'm a dancer. I work at Steezy. We make online dance classes and make dance videos.
And he knows every famous dancer that you've ever met, ever.
Every single one.
Every single one.
Name a famous dancer.
Ciara?
Who? Beautiful.
This is shot in LA, huh?
This is LA. Definitely LA.
Have you shot here before?
I've never shot here before. Everyone shoots here. That's Sienna! I trained some of these people. This is The Lab. It's a dance studio based out of West Covina, California. And they are dumb. Really? They're dumb good. They're so good. Within the past years, been blowing up. They dance for like J-Lo, BTS, and a ton of other artists now as a studio. And most of them are like really young. I mean, some go to like 9 years old. Ooh, clean.
The
beautiful.
Widest shot of all time. Holy frick.
Oh, the reveal. Oh, there's a lot already. I love that wide shot, but these formations, we call these bleeding lines. I think they're very, very smart because we're seeing these really big wide shot. There's no reveal of the first BTS member.
That's exactly what it is. You see the wide shot, you don't see a BTS member. You cut to a new shot, magic. He appears out of nowhere.
And we did a second bleed, right? We bled this way, and then we bled that way. And then we bled again. So they're just making squares. Reveal.
The most genius reveal you've ever seen in your entire life.
That's really fantastic. And it's diagonal. Very different. Most reveals are gonna be straight through the center.
Right.
This one, we're
going all kinds of different directions.
They're taking advantage of a wide space and formation where your only set of references are people at this point.
And let me know where I can cop that mask and that shoulder pad because I'm gonna be walking down the street of LA just.
Unfortunately, I think there are plenty of people in the streets of LA that already look like that.
Dang it!
Oh my God! Sorry.
Does he put you in as much conflict as he puts me in? How does his body do that?
Let's explain it. So we have fluidity, we have lightness of steps, right? He's on his toes, but his upper body's adding power through the shoulders, and he digs deep into the move. Hard stop with plenty of texture. His hair also looks great, and the hair gets all like jiggly with
Is that why do you think they have long hair?
Yes.
Partially why?
I think aside from them looking sexy AF, it's definitely a really effective thing. Like when I have short, like buzzed hair, and then I pop, nothing happens. But when I have like, I did my hair, it probably doesn't work, but I'll be like, boom. Oh look, it comes out, right? Yeah. So it's a pretty effective thing. Also works for bigger people. I've always been like a chunkier guy. Shakes more. More to love, more to pop.
Come on, somebody. Hey!
Double hit. Woo! Woo! Let's go, RM.
Okay, y'all. That is called an FPV drone.
But before we talk about that, I have an honest question. Raise your hand if you've ever heard an ad for a VPN. Me, I have. It chokes on me because I'm This video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. But the reason that we're getting so many ads is because the internet is constantly expanding. Honestly, the amount of times where people are trying to steal my information the past few years, whether it be for Spotify, random social media sites, I am so glad that I now have Surfshark VPN. And if you don't know what a VPN is, it's a virtual private network that keeps you safe online by encrypting all of your browsing. I'm actually currently furnishing the new house that we're living in, and let me tell you, VPNs come in handy when you're online shopping. You can actually virtually change your location to somewhere that's cheaper, and you'll get different prices for the same goods online. My VPN is essentially paying for itself because of the amount I'm saving online shopping. And not just shopping, there's also different movies and TV shows available across streaming services. So if The Office is freaking blocked in the US, just switch to the UK and boom, you're good to go. And there's also a few times that I've been on YouTube and the video has been blocked in my country. But if I use Surfshark VPN, you guys know what's gonna happen. I get access to the content. If you want all this good, lovely stuff for a freaking cheap price, get Surfshark VPN at surfshark.deal/JordanOrm and enter promo code JordanOrm for 83% off and 3 extra months for free. Stay safe out there and download Surfshark now.
That is called an FPV drone. You pretty much put on goggles like you're gonna be in a VR, and you can literally fly a drone around as if you were the drone.
And it was perfect because you're able to get actually a roll
Yeah, you're
on
getting
it.
a tilt on it.
And then now you have the background doing this beautiful ripple as people in the background. And so you're getting this nice skewed perspective. It's really special.
This is why I love you, Clay. I never would have even thought of that.
I feel so loved.
I love this. Yes, that is cheap.
Oh, actually, something really quick that I noticed was we have these like really tight shots, and this is one of those videos where like in the one that we did for Jackson Wang 100 Ways, you got to see people being props as dancers, and that was only 4 dancers. In this one, the people are the set and they're the props as well, but you have this moment where there's nothing happening in the frame if these dancers weren't here, and we have this one sound, and it hits it as a background element. It sells. It transitions you here too.
I'm shook.
Switch groups. Ooh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. In the song it goes ba-da, ba-da, da, 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 da. And usually the choreo is a lot smaller and more upper body movement on the second half of that phrase. So we start with a wide and then we go to the close-up for the smaller movements and then we go right back to the wide and we repeat that phrasing. And so it's so important as editors to emphasize whatever is happening in the dance. If it's a big full body movement, be on a wide. If it's closer and smaller, be on that close-up.
So hard for so many people to honor dance. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Beautiful. Do they have drumsticks and no drums?
Yeah, you hear them, so they're obviously there.
That FPV drone is so cool. Killed it. This is Gangsta Walk?
What's a gangster walk?
Yeah, they did a Gangsta Walk! Gangsta Walk is this move created by this guy named Isaiah Socho of the Future Kings. It's this move that you probably see on social media. People are like, doom, doom.
Oh, it's that!
Doom. Yeah.
I can't do it.
Actually, a lot of K-pop people do moves that are like viral dance moves, but they throw it in really quickly. This was a cool variation of it because they have very clear arms and it's sharp and clean. Normally it's like a swaggy move.
Right,
It's kind of like
okay.
the city rock. Have you seen people do this like?
Yep.
It's a move that's like, it's calm, but you see people in K-pop going like, and they just attack super hard. So it's interesting. It's interesting how K-pop uses popularized dances and turns them into their own thing. Ooh. Halftime? Okay. Yeah. Ooh, J-Hope. The swagger. Okay.
Who's your favorite dancer out of BTS? Why?
Do I think J-Hope is like the best dancer? Probably. But I also understand that like both Jungkook and also Jimin are spectacular in their own ways. But J-Hope is special because he does my sort of style of dance. He does popping, of course mixed with plenty of other things. But the way he executes compared to even the other members is very different. Actually compared to most dancers in the world. And he's doing something very difficult for people that are performing while singing. So I think that every single person in BTS is already doing super impressive dancing to be able to perform, even if you have to just, lip sync some parts. J-Hope engages his shoulders, his knees, and his core in ways that none of the other dancers do. Just plain and simple. Look at his shoulders.
Dude, the shoulder pads too, just really.
It really bumps it, but you
emphasize
can
that.
also see his neck engaged down, right? So he's pushing, he's digging into that move. Super engaged. You can see him putting so much energy and push into everything. Hardest stops ever. Into a beautiful relaxation. Notice the positioning of his body. His head is raised. It feels like the move, right? No shame on the other dancers, but you notice how it just looks right when he's doing it. I think he's able to fully embody what songs want from a dancer, which is a weird thing to think of a song as like a living entity, but I think a great dancer
It
like J-Hope,
absolutely is.
he can do that.
The way the camera just lined up right to be in a perfect symmetrical shot was just.
Did they track sideways and then
They
recenter?
track sideways and then recenter. Start to recenter.
Ooh!
The drums are real.
Wait,
Sorry.
I didn't even realize that.
They have real
They
drums now.
summoned them. There's something really cool. The song feels like it builds into something really big and then it like chills it out. It's like it's
Right.
like a fake out drop.
false build.
I feel like the dancers, they raised it like they were gonna hit it and then they just chilled it and it like I think it bumped it up. Let me think.
And then they just
Yeah.
let the sticks fall.
Yeah. He just went like what?
You probably taught him that, didn't you?
You know what?
You probably
I
did.
wish. Let's go, energy. Oh,
Don't you ever take your jacket off like that again, Jimin. Absolutely not. That was not okay.
you see that cut? This one right here, where Jimin is not Jimin anymore. Cut on motion.
I was so distracted by Jimin, you know, because of his that I completely missed it. So frick.
Change the channel name. Clay Bunta Kanka. That's my last name.
What is it actually though?
Buntanakit. It's 12 letters long. It's obnoxious.
Bunkanat. Match cut. Ooh, so good.
Ooh! So many images, so many pictures.
This is so pretty.
There it is. Little gangsta walk. What we got? What we got? The bleed through? Beautiful bleed through.
It's nice that we're just chilling on this shot, a long shot during the down
I
part of the
needed
music.
it.
Yeah.
I love the low angle. It's nice, it's calm.
Okay, vocals. Let's go. I have a question for you, Clay.
What's that?
Will you teach me a dance for dance therapy at the end of this?
Yes.
And we can just do the choreography together?
Sounds good.
All right, you're not gonna want to miss that.
Okay.
Oh, when he gets into it?
The build.
The build!
Okay.
Nope.
Oh, the kick. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. Dong, 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 dong.
I can't with this anymore.
I always say on this channel, contrast creates focus. It's that contrast that we needed to have the space before busyness and
Yeah.
wild, crazy dance breakness.
I love the surrounding dancers' motions. Clean. Perfect framing. Doom, 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 doom. Nice travel. I love that shot. Perfect. Ooh,
The
track
way
him
the
down.
camera tracked that was so nice. The way they reversed that?
Yep. Ooh, chest pop. Let's go.
Hey, do you see those zooms? Do.
even notice.
And the editor actually added some extra zooms to emphasize the choreography, to emphasize the music on those 3 beats.
Editor said, "Oh." I totally didn't even think about that. They hit that move with a triple chest pop beforehand. Doom, doom, doom.
Right.
And then, yeah.
Yeah.
They
Doom,
weren't doing
doom,
anything
doom.
that hit that beat. They were just
No.
doom, doom, doom. The move doesn't attack it, so.
So then the editor took
editor
over
attacked.
for that choreo and attacked it. Wow. The wide shot on that like choir note was the most satisfying thing in the entire world.
And visually that match, that it feels like it's opening up and they go, "Blah." I'm a singer too now. Blah. Yeah. Look how beautiful, even with the instruments, how like they match.
It's so
like they're all
symmetrical.
symmetrical and gorgeous.
I like how they're using the line in the concrete as like the symmetry line.
You
There's
need
an
that.
actual
You
line.
need the center. I'm sure that every dancer here was so thankful. Having to find your center is so annoying and frustrating if you don't have a marker. In this case, they have an actual physical marker.
How hard is that, like actually? That when they're like kicking their legs back?
Not.
Not that hard?
Not hard. It's their executions because they're fully engaging their body. Boom, boom, that it feels extra.
It looks freaking hard.
It's kind of like an intermediate move, but it's not a super hard move.
Okay.
They just make it look hard, and that's good dancing. Beautiful. Oh, nip. Little nip. Little gym nip. Just for free? Oh, I love that little groove.
Hey, having his hands so close to the camera felt like we were actually there.
Yeah.
That was intense.
Yeah.
If you didn't see our reaction of Jackson weighing 100 ways, freaking go check that out right now on the Steezy YouTube channel.
6, 7, 8. Oh! Yes, play! Yes, play!